Good morning. Thanks everybody once again. It's my pleasure to bring the Chief's update for this month of May. In May, again, as the chair indicated, we honor the fallen across Ontario. The annual Ontario Police Memorial in Toronto pays tribute to officers who have lost their lives in the line of duty, ensuring their bravery and sacrifice are never forgotten. This emphasizes our importance of supporting the families and communities of our fallen officers, acknowledging the profound and never-ending loss they endure. The memorial also serves as a poignant reminder of the risks law enforcement officers face in realities of police work. And as I said at the Chris Garrett Memorial, we are always in the position of honoring their life, not their death. This year we did add 4 new names, unfortunately, 2 historical and 2 officers who died in the line of duty in 2023. And again, I would recognize Chris Garrett, the 20-year anniversary, unfortunately, of the day he was killed in the line of duty protecting the community that he selflessly served here in Cobourg. We'll always remember his sacrifice. The last month has been obviously very, very busy with active participation in our community events, allowing the police to demonstrate the commitment to community and helping continue to build that foundation of trust. The opportunities for positive interactions continue daily, but they do change public perceptions and attitudes towards our service, and it gives our officers and civilian staff a real great opportunity to have some fun with the community members. This month brought many, and as the summer comes, we'll see many more of our members to get active while supporting community organizations. Annually, the Smile Cookie campaign for Forecast this year, the McHappy Days, Cameco's Run for Mental Health, Kilometers Kids for Rebound. Our team was heavily involved in supporting these great causes. We continued in May with Police Week. Police Week was also another opportunity to host and collaborate with our community through collaborative events. This year, Police Week involved connecting with residents, bolstering our crime prevention efforts through sharing resources and sharing the role of policing and answering hundreds of safety questions from a variety of different people. We empowered residents to take an active role in their own safety and connecting with our community members through these events, and they continued to build positive, fostering great relationships with our community. Our members were in the classrooms, we were baking cookies, reading books in the library, presenting to a variety of community groups. We hosted our second facility tour, which again, two tours, very poor turnout actually at both of the opportunities, so I'm not sure what that tells us, but we did have a few people come to each event. We had Coffee with a Cop at Laley's in the Dutch, and our annual paper shred event, which we missed one year, and the community reminded me loud and clear that they rely on the annual paper shred. So we do not miss the truck being parked at the back of 107 King ever again. I obviously want to thank the great work done by our community and Constable Lowe and Lisa before her trip to Sweden and all the work they did in getting all of the events ready for Police Week. It was again another great week for police services across Ontario and here in Cobourg. On May 14th, we welcomed the students back from both CCI and this year from St. Mary's to take part in the Pitch to the Chief Youth Edition. This was hosted by the V13 Police Tech Accelerator, which is that strategic joint initiative of NFDC and the Cobourg Police Service, Pitch to the Chief. This challenges high school students to develop solutions for crime prevention and community innovation with collaboration opportunities for the police. This event involved significant efforts from Joe Miller from the Police Tech Accelerator. If it were not for Joe, this wouldn't happen, plain and simple. They worked for months with Molly Clintworth from CCI and Ryan Goodall from St. Mary's to help the students prepare their pitches, lots of ongoing meetings during the school days, getting them ready to go, practicing their presentation skills, getting ready to actually do the pitch. The winning team secured a $500 grand prize in a project space at Venture 13 for a month. It was a group of individuals who, shall we say, were looking for some extra credit. And we'll just leave it at that as to how they needed extra credit, but they did fantastic. And it was called Pin It, and this application uses current technology to assist the community in locating needles that need to be collected by harm reduction specialists. So while members of the community are out on the walk, they're able to pin it, and then groups would know where a needle is or where drug paraphernalia is to be collected. So the intent of the $500 prize is a prize for the members for their great work, but more importantly now it gives us a chance to actualize that event. The runner-up was a really unique event. Just didn't seem the practicality to getting it going because it's a big, big blue sky thought. It's called Restorical, and it's a team who reimagined finding locations. They use Sidbrook Hospital as an example, but finding old classic buildings in Cobourg that may be derelict and having student groups take over those locations in a skills development, working alongside trade groups, trade unions, to learn trades, have youth engaged in the trade industry and rebuilding this home to create affordable housing for people and working with owners. So it was a great idea, very blue sky, but that's what we love about our youth initiatives. Sometimes they're very practical and sometimes they're very blue sky, but safe to say all of the presentations that we had, our future is in good hands with the youth for sure. In 2023, 6,037 volunteer hours were dedicated by our amazing auxiliary team. Last week, after months of training and hard work, we welcomed 3 more members to our auxiliary team. Welcome and congratulations to Licia Luki, Mark Monsma, and Eric Ogengoop for their graduations. And thank you for your readiness and desire to make a difference through every action. And again, thanks to the deputy for standing in for me and the great team effort working collaboratively with Cobourg Police Service to move these forward. Again, our monthly report's always really wonderful to report on Kramer Cruiser. May 11th, we were at Metro. They collected, again, the auxiliaries collected over $2,600 in cash and gift card donations and 2,200 pounds in food collected to support Northumberland Fair Share Food Bank. Ontario First Responders Mental Health Conference. This year, the Cobourg Police Service MHART team attended the 2024 Ontario First Responders Mental Health Conference along with Port Hope Police MHART team. This conference aims to address the challenges faced by first responders and their families through sharing best practices and hearing directly from first responders and experts in the research related to the mental health of first responders. Prioritizing the mental health of first responders and their families is crucial for police leaders as it promotes resiliency in our membership, helps manage long-term psychological issues, and supports family stability. It obviously moves us forward in reducing the stigma of mental health and the ongoing battle within policing. Ryan Renard, for those who do know Ryan, he's the fellow with the ball hat hanging behind the poster. He's also leading in our peer support team moving forward. So really great initiatives to work, again, collaboratively with Port Hope in this initiative. More collaboration. Last week, members of our use of force training unit, Constable Salisbury and Constable Rashad, were invited to attend the FBI North New York State Eastern Canada event in Oshawa. This is a free event hosted by the FPI to give first line responders and policing an opportunity to see and feel and touch and fire a whole pile of rounds with new firearm technology. They networked and partnered with police service colleagues from across Eastern Ontario. Basically, you can see Durham, Kawartha Lakes being represented there, Cobourg, Kingston. It's obviously great to connect with those services and the FBI agents on recognizing lethal options as being that last level of threat requirement for our police services, but being on cutting edge technology. Obviously, we continue to work forward on improving our annual use of force training. Over May, we did launch our dynamic patrol, and this is centered on the downtown. We'll see an increase in the number of press releases and a change in our naming policy specific to the Downtown Action Plan. This initiative focuses on increasing our police presence, engagement opportunities, bail enforcement, warrant execution, probation condition compliance in the town of Cobourg, specifically this in the downtown area, alongside the multitude of proactive crime prevention measures and ongoing harm reduction programs. So in the first 20 days of this initiative, over 102 foot patrols, 46 significant property checks, 27 arrests, 10 liquor license act tickets and cautions, 16 trespass to property tickets issued, 22 highway traffic act charges, and the shopping cart retrieval and bail compliance efforts, which I'll speak to specifically. Again, our shopping cart and retrieval project, we have heard loud and clear the overabundance of shopping carts in the downtown, specifically in and around the encampment, has become an eyesore for many in the community. So as part of this proactive engagement, between the week of May 13th and May 18th, we focused on retrieving stolen shopping carts. Led by the Community Impact and Engagement Initiative, was engaged by uniformed special constables and our auxiliary, town of Cobourg staff, and local businesses. 83 shopping carts were recovered, 53 were recovered within the encampment specific. All of the shopping carts were returned to the rightful owner. Again, the value of these shopping carts ranges between $600 and $2,000 each. A conservative estimate is approximately $50,000 in stolen property was recovered on that week. CEIU worked with PARN to notify residents in advance of the cart collection, provide alternative options and solutions through engagement and education for the members who are relying on shopping carts. And during this initiative, there were no charges, a bit of an amnesty period. Since the initiative, 3 incidents of stolen shopping carts have been laid, and the carts have been returned to the rightful owners. Bail Compliance Initiative, the Criminal Investigation Branch led a bail compliance enforcement initiative specific to this dynamic patrol. In the course of that, 21 arrests were made. 7 individuals were arrested on outstanding warrants held by police services in other jurisdictions. And in this particular event, we opted to return anybody who was wanted from another community to that community. So to bring context to what that means, there are circumstances where individuals are wanted on outstanding warrants from a different municipality, say Durham. Durham has the opportunity when our people encounter this individual to say they can or can't return. This particular event during this period, we opted to bring the person back to their home jurisdiction instead of having the other service relying on they don't have staffing or manpower or timing isn't appropriate. So when we arrested 7 people on warrants, 6 of them were actually brought back to their service, and 7th the service did meet. And 2 of them was kind of meeting points. I think there was one where we met in Newtonville and another one where we met in Baileyborough. So you can draw your inferences as to where the person, which community they were returning to. So again, this was an example of how the deputy led in a space where we had every part of our service engaged in this dynamic patrol. It was not unit specific. It was service specific. So the criminal investigative unit took on a specific task, CEIU took on a multitude of tasks, and the uniform auxiliaries and specials did what they did. The first month has been, in my opinion, a tremendous success, and we'll continue to move this forward.